on the agenda indicate whether there are public comments, and I have been advised that there are no public comments to be offered at this hearing. I have no minutes to approve at the hearing, and so I'll recall the Bierman case 086. The 24086. This is a request for variation to reduce the rear yard setback from the required 25 feet, approximately 8 feet for a new addition to the house. Number two, variation to reduce the rear yard setback from the required 3 feet to approximately 1.5 feet for a new patio. This is a continued hearing, so the publication occurred December 31, 2024 in the Daily Herald. And our first hearing was January 15. I will adopt a record from that hearing. And also the exhibits from that hearing. I have one new item that's been presented to me, which has been marked as Bierman Exhibit number 5, and it's a letter from David Beatty. Is this your exhibit that you're presenting?
He's the president of the Homeowners Association.
Yeah, so it says in the letter. It's not on letterhead, and it's notarized online from somebody in Florida, I guess. Is he in Florida or something?
No, he's in Illinois. It was just an online notary company that he did instead of going to UPS because of his job hours.
That's the latest thing. It's on online notaries. Okay, so why are you offering this exhibit?
Just to show, when we were here in January, there was the other person had, I thought somebody supporting them. I think it ended up being somebody refuting them, but just as a support for our variation. Plus, with our being in the cul-de-sac, again, we back up to more association property instead of a neighbor. So I thought that would just help our case.
Right, that's fine. Okay, so last time I continued the hearing because you addressed your need for your request, your desire for the request, some collateral information about support, but I asked you to prepare something that related to the zoning standards, and I hope you've reviewed the zoning standards. I think I indicated that if you review the zoning standards and you could just make statements about those standards, this matter would proceed very, very quickly and expeditiously. So first, let me have you is Mr. Rios going to testify again?
He said in the chat that he's having difficulty with audio and camera, so I can testify on our behalf.
That's fine. Raise your hand and be sworn in, please.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony and evidence you're about to give at this time shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you weren't sworn in when you gave the testimony about Mr. Reedy, but do you recall that testimony?
Yes, sir.
And would you offer that testimony again if you had been sworn in?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Then just tell me what your story is on the zoning standards and or whatever you want to present today. And
yes, on the zoning standard, we are requesting a variation due to the hardship with the land. So the hardship is not personal in nature. The hardship is with the land due to the shape of the lot and the location of our house being set back further on the lot due to the shape of the lot. The only way we can go is back toward the back of the property. That lines up with the current existing structure, which we're just hoping to renovate and update. And the letter from Mr. Beatty and the Homeowners Association attests that we will not be affecting lighting, flooding, anything like that. And in fact, it would probably reduce the likelihood of any fire hazard since the current property is in ill repair.
all right, do you want to go through those 7 tests? I mean, you have them, right?
Correct.
Just enumerate them and
I might have left that piece of paper in the meeting that I had to step out of. But the air, fire hazard, lighting hazard, we will help with the we will not decrease property value or impinge traffic at all. So all of those things are not being affected that were in the.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I guess, that's pretty close, and that's, a few of them. So do you have anything else to offer?
The only other, I know that there is a list of a potential financial hardship. So if we don't get this approved, it would be somewhat of a financial hardship. And as well, just with the current state of the house with where in the back, our French doors and the sliding glass doors, where they go, it just makes sense to keep the current, as we renovate the current structure, to leave those in place instead of going a different direction.
Financial hardship is not material, but the point that you made just earlier satisfies the hardship, unique circumstance, practical.
Okay, then I have nothing else to add.
Okay, I have everything I need in that case. What's the timing of your project?
As soon as it is warm enough to do concrete, would be starting.
All right, I will take this under advisement and give a decision on on February 19 at 3 o'clock or shortly thereafter at the recommendation hearing scheduled for that date. You do not need to attend, but you may attend by Zoom again if you like. I don't ordinarily, this is a variation request, so if it's granted, it would be unconditional, and my inclination is, now that the record is made, to recommend approval. My recommendation will go to the County Development Committee, and the Development Committee will consider the matter later in February, I think, right?
It would be the 4th, and everything would be completed on March 11th.
Oh, okay. So it goes to March 4, the Development Committee. I don't think it's necessary for you to attend, but once again, you can if you like. And then full county board, March 11. This is rather uncontroversial, so I presume it would be granted, and you can apply for building permits in March and hit the building schedule for the spring. Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Your project. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, we'll continue the public hearing. I'll indicate that there is no new business. Sorry, no old business, no new business, and we're prepared to adjourn, and so I'll hereby adjourn the meeting.